As I often say on this channel, magic is about appealing to people's imaginations. It's about imaginations. So imagine the next time you're at the school cafeteria, work lunchroom, you're at a bar, you're at a club somewhere, and you borrow a bottle cap, a steel bottle cap from somebody, okay? Not a bottle crap. That's a very different kind of thing, and there's a rough image. Bottle cap, my friends, okay? You borrow and you say to everyone, look, keep a very close eye on the bottle cap, not the battle cap, because I'm going to try to affect it just with the power of my mind. It's steel. But look, just holding it in my hands, I'm going to try to squeeze the bottle cap using the power of my mind. Now, your sleeves are up, okay? You haven't done anything suspicious. You've been super direct. They saw the bottle cap. It can be examined beforehand. It's just in your fist, about as fair as possible. But when you open your fingers, they find impossibly the bottle cap has in fact folded up like a tiny burrito or a taco or something like that. And of course, your hands are empty, and this can be closely examined. This is a great example of a borrowed item trick. And there's something about telekinesis, this ability. It goes back to René Descartes, I think, the mind body, and the notion that can the mind, without any obvious physical things, affect the physical world, in this case a bottle cap. Super organic. This doesn't look like a magician's trick with a magic prop. It's totally borrowed. Now, I'm going to reveal the secret to you on this video, and I think maybe even more importantly, show you a principle that can be used for many different things, okay? I'm also going to show you a variation on this principle using a lighter. It's very cool. It's about placement and the orchestration of the items on the table. All right. On this video, we're also going to announce last week's winners of my Shine project. Now, like with all the prizes I give away here on my channel, you can always find them at sankeymagic.com. You'll find previews there. And Shine is a collection of coin magic that can take you from a total beginner to a more advanced. So I'm going to announce the winners on this. We're also going to have a question of the week. And why don't we jump in? I just love to jump in. Here's the question of the week, okay? This is your chance to win my Metamorph gimmick. Metamorph is this very kind of innovative, crazy gimmick that allows you to change one thing into another very magically with just the shake of your hand. For your chance to win, all you have to do is leave a comment down below. That's all you got to do. You'll be automatically entered in the contest. 12 of you are going to be randomly drawn at random, randomly drawn and quartered. No, not the random. Here it is, question of the week. And in fact, inspired by a bottle cap. What is your favorite bottled drink? It's that simple. Can be a beer, can be a soda, a juice, can be a glass bottle, a plastic bottle, anything that comes in the bottle. What is your favorite drink that comes in a bottle? Leave a comment down below. You automatically have a chance to win one of 12 of my very cool and very flexible, actually, Metamorph magic gimmicks. All right, having asked that, let's jump into talking a little bit about this. So I made this effect possible through the art of lapping. And it's a two-phase thing I'm going to share with you here. The first lap I'm going to share with you is a technique by the brilliant magician Tony Slidini. Now, Tony is quite dead. He's been dead for quite some time. A brilliant magician. Certainly, when I first got into magic, I got his special book, and it's filled with all these really cool lapping techniques. I'm going to show you his. It's called the revolve lapping. I'm going to show it to you right now because I actually have the other bottle cap. That's right. I'm using two bottle caps. I have the other bottle cap in my lap. Now, the art of magic is doing things that seem kind of obvious, but with such thought, psychology, and timing that nobody ever catches you. And this technique you can use with many, many different things. Here it is. When I was showing you, I'm going to put it all together. Let's just break it down to pieces for now. When I was showing the bottle cap, I started by showing it to here, and then I naturally, like it's an implicit rest position is what it's called, came to the edge of the table to really focus. Then I made a fist. You can all see it. Then I made a fist around it and moved the hand forward. And in that larger action, the bottle cap is gone because I've dropped the bottle cap down behind here into here like this. Okay, now the key with this kind of thing is in this case there's a tablecloth on the table. I have the tablecloth actually sort of draped in my lap. You can also do it if you had a t-shirt there, or you don't necessarily need anything in your lap. Even just having your legs pressed together will be enough to catch the item. So it's here. Now it's all about the timing. You're here. You're focusing, and where you look is where they're going to look, and that's a very important principle in magic. Where you look, they're going to look. So I'm looking here. Now sometimes I lock eyes as I do, but often I focus on it and then bring my eyes up. And as I bring my eyes up, a lot of times it'll bring people's eyes up as well. They'll look you in the face. They look where you look. When you come up, they look you in. And it's in that moment that I do the move. Now, this is visually perfect. Watch. Try to catch the bottle cap falling in my lap. I bet it was very, very hard to see or almost impossible. That's because I'm making sure to revolve. The fingertips are on the table. I turn. As it falls, I make a fist and I move forward. Okay? It's still here. Fist and move forward. So this motion, this image, it catch. Now you'll find that this will work not just for people directly in front of you, but even people on the, now if someone's right beside you, like in a coffee shop, they're going to catch it. Okay, it's going to actually pull their eye. But in every other situation, all right, when you do this, you turn, you don't want to make the fist too soon or too late. Okay. It's here, and just as you're about here is when you start to make the fist. And you don't make the fist tight. You make it a cupped fist, kind of loose, because you actually don't want to grab this as you go. Gravity is your secret friend here. Boom, like that. Another key thing with this kind of called lapping is if I do this, even if you see nothing, if I do this and then go and quickly move it off to the side, okay? Forget this, even if I do this and I just do this suddenly, you're going to be suspicious. You're going to assume something just happened, and you might even get ahead of me and figure out maybe it's in his lap. So it's very important. Everyone watch here. We're going to see if I can do this. Really gentle, really flow. That's the work here. This part's not hard. It's not feeling guilty. That's the hard part, okay? So that's what gets rid of the big cap, the cap here. But how do we introduce this? And what about this thing I'm going to show you with a lighter, all right? This was actually beforehand held out in the right-hand thumb palm. It's a classic position, okay? I had this here. Now notice, my hand can be resting on the table, but it can look a little awkward. It could be in my lap. That's very casual, and certainly, boom, everyone sees it here. This is just resting in my lap. I could even start with this resting in my lap, and rather than saying, look, my hands are empty, I can say, look, I'll try something with this bottle cap. Now, they think I'm focusing on the cap, but what I'm really doing is planting photos in their mind that my hand was empty before the magic happened. Without saying my hands are empty, I can say, look, I'm going to try something with this bottle cap. And this is your bottle cap, right? So it just shouts empty hands. A little bit of psychology and visuals there as well here. So I could do this and then just relax my hand into my lap. Now, you don't go like this, okay? It's like here. And say, we're going to try something. Both hands come down, and that's what I can get this into thumb palm. Okay? Or, I can get this. That's when I can get this. Now, getting this into thumb palm, there's two ways you get things into thumb palm. First, it's clipped here, and then you bring the hand back like this, bring the fingers in, and put it right there. That's a great exercise if you want to learn a little bit about sleight of hand. Okay? The other way to do it, it's going to be harder, is that the finger, not clipped, and you push it. Let's see if we can get this. You roll it, push it sort of back into thumb palm. Either way works. But another way, the way I did it for the performance here on YouTube, is I have this here, and I have my fingers resting here. And this is a natural rest for the hand. If you go to a coffee shop and you just watch people, when people are talking, their hands often resting on the edge of the table, okay? So I can have this from the clip. I can have this to start with resting here. Now, you need to have a duplicate. Now, the way I roll this is you can use pliers, slowly crunch this in. But actually, I've found if you hold between thumb and finger here, and you take your other thumb and press in the middle spot, and you really press with your thumb and fingers this way and your thumb in at the same time, this will bend, okay? It'll bend. It's actually physically possible. As for having the physics to open this, and that's what makes this so strong, because after you've done this impossible thing and people pick it up, you'll see people see if they can even open it. Forget about in the fist magically with this idea of telepathy. They'll try to open it manually in front of you, and they can't even do it then, which so it really adds to the impact of what you've just done after the fact, okay? Magic's all about that. What happened before, what happened after. And remember, once the trick is done, you only have the memory of the trick. That's why it's important to be very clear before the magic happens, or people will question their memory of the events, all right? So I had this in thumb palm. I had this resting on here. I had this here, and I put it all together, all right? And it's when you put it all together, that's really very cool, because it's here, okay? It's resting on the palm. I turn the hand over, let it fall to Tony Slidini's revolve, vanish, boom, into the lap. Then I brought my hands over together like this, and I want to create the idea of some drama. It's going to happen in my hands. Watch it happen. Some drama, okay? My focus. But what I actually do is this. I came over and I loaded this as I came over here. I secretly dropped this into the top, through the hole in the fist in a sense, the top hole there. I came over, dropped this inside, then brought my hand around like this, as if displaying, as if this dramatic moment. It's almost got a, what's that, Hamlet scene where he's holding the skull and thinking his thoughts and philosophizing. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, that got totally from Shakespeare to lightsabers. I apologize. So we're here like this and I'm focusing. So I just secretly dropped it from here into the hand, went like this, and then I bring the hand away and I gesture like this. Because you really want to lock this in. Notice, if you rush this, bring the hand together and do all this, there'll be somebody who thinks you actually bent it somehow secretly with your thumb and finger. There'll be somebody. There's always somebody, particularly if people have been drinking, okay? Or you're at a rodeo. So you're here, little wiggle, and now you must plant a time lapse. The time lapse will suggest, as you do this, you pause. It'll emphasize I'm doing nothing. It'll also distance the time that the people saw the cap anywhere near the edge of the table. If I were right now, if you were sitting across the table from me, and I did this invisibly, it's gone. You would immediately start to backtrack to the edge of the table. But if I plant a time lapse, and it's huge in magic, time lapse, then you do this, then you open the hand, and you frame it. You've got this. Really, people are going to be looking at your sleeves. Everybody's going to want to examine this, because what you just did is freaking impossible. Everyone's going to want to examine this, okay? Now, let's get into a few more details about this, but before we do, the winners of last week's Shine Contest. I know a whole bunch you entered, a whole bunch have been waiting. Here are the winners, last week's Shine Contest. As always, if I name your name right now, email my team at contact@sankeymagic.com. Let them know your name, your real name, your shipping address, and they will ship out the Shine Coin Magic project to you. All right, here we go. The winners are Russ Wag, W-A-G, bit of a dog of a name. Okwi Ahili Wow. That is a very hard name. And what? It's Okwi, O-K-W-I. So you know who you are right now. I'm sure there's not a whole lot of Okwis walking around. Combat Nonsense. There's a combination. Combat, I don't want to, combat's rough enough, but if people are being nonsensical with their AKs, it's a bit upsetting. So Combat Nonsense. Leon Morgans. Ritu Rag. R-I-T-U, Rag. You won. Steve Schinner. It's double... Steve Schinner. It's sort of like, I don't know, an echo or something. Brog Lang, B-R-O-G Lang. Unusual names this week. Augustine Bruce. Ennio with one I-N-I-O. Yeah, Ennio, it's for you. Souza, you won. Delvin Cole. Mateus, M-A-T-E-U-S. Mateus Vincent, you won. And Noah Barnett, you won as well. All 12 of you, one of my Shine Coin Magic projects. Congratulations, guys. Okay. Having done that, let's jump back into this. I want to we're going to spend another couple of minutes on this. I want to make sure you really know how to apply this. So first, obviously, if you're going to do it with a bottle cap, you need a duplicate. Now, that's what's great about being able to bend this. With a little bit of practice, you can be at a party and say, hey, they're serving Sprite, or they got Pepsi, or this or that, or be at a bar, whatever, and get a duplicate and go to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, it's very easy for you to take a moment to grab a bottle cap, put your thumb in here and there, and with a little bit of practice, you push really hard left, and this is going right, and you'll see that you're able to bend it. That's what I did with this one, into a nice little taco. Okay? So that's one thing. You're going to need a duplicate. Great to be and it's great to know this impromptu way rather than needing a pair of pliers, of course. The other thing I want to get into is the lighter, because I'm going to teach you another technique here. I originally learned this through a French-Canadian magician of the name of Gary Oulet. Brilliant guy. And he came up with something called the cross overlap. It's really brilliant. If you've got something in your hand, a bottle cap, box of matches, anything small that can fit in the hand, and you want to secretly drop it here, what would be ideal is if you had some cover? Because notice this. If I have this here, and I let this drop out of my fist right now, you saw it go. You see it fall. So when I make it vanish, it's not so impressive. It'd be great to have a curtain, a screen, something to block the flight, the descent of the cap into my lap. So if I have a lighter or a glass of water or something on my far left, notice the cap is here. It's in my fist. When I reach over to get the lighter, The arm provided the perfect, it's so organic. So anything in here, if I reach over to get something and use it as a magic wand, or in this case, heat this up like this, whatever, you can get rid of an item that can fit in the hand, okay? So let's walk through that one more time, okay? This is here. The item I want is on my left, and I'm just going to use my right hand, swing over, and the moment I feel the furry parts on my arm touch the bottom of this, I know I'm totally covered now. So as I swing over, I'm going to let this fall into my lap right then move forward. So if I was doing this, notice for this particular presentation, if I have the bottle cap in my lap, the bent one, I have this here, totally good to go. And of course the lighter, if you're having something bend, the lighter adds to the theater of it, right? So you're here, like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over here, okay? Let's just even say I have this in my pocket, my pants pocket, okay? It's in my pants pocket. I'm here like this. I make the fist. I reach over. I grab the lighter. Do the secret drop. I warm this up. It looks like I've done nothing. Everything looks so fair like this. Take this, put this in my pants pocket, and that's when I get this. It's called pocket management. So my hand started empty, and then because we know I stole it, I'm going to come over here, do the drop like this, do the magic here like this, and I end. All the images are there, the key moments. My hands were empty at the start. My hands are empty at the start, empty at the finish. Looks like real magic. Don't forget, leave a comment down below, guys. Your chance to win my Metamorph gimmick. Leave a comment. What's your favorite bottled drink? It can be glass bottle, plastic bottle. Leave a comment down below and tell me what is your favorite bottled drink or drink that comes in a bottle for your chance to be automatically entered in the contest and a chance to win. Please subscribe to the channel. Taped a bunch of stuff recently, some really cool, real variety of stuff, not just card tricks and coin tricks. Some mentalism's coming. Whole bunch you wanted more magic with ordinary objects, that's coming. And also, do not forget, if you want to really get behind the curtain and sort of see clips of me at other performance, clips of me in front of audiences, some more magic tips, maybe some family photos, all that stuff, start following me on Instagram at therealJaySankey.com. Thank you very much.